I can put that meeting together. Would you be
Sure.
okay?
Yep,
Really?
absolutely.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Other than that, Ron,
So it's
nothing.
not it's not the ninth.
Nope. So there's one on the ninth, and
Okay.
that's with the group of South Shore physicians. And if and uh, so you're both invited to that, but it's not, there's no pressure to do that. That's at nine on the ninth at 6 p.m. And Ron, if you want any information about that, I can, offline just have a phone call with you,
Yeah.
just kind of give you the background, but
Yeah.
don't want you to feel pressured to
No,
join.
I don't feel pressured. I spoke to one of my partners who's on the Mass Podiatric Medical Society. They have a meeting on Thursday. So
Okay.
I spoke with him last week, and I'll talk. I'm seeing him again tomorrow, so I'll talk with him again tomorrow to kind of see how we go about promoting it and seeing about recruiting, at least for the podiatry piece of things.
That would be excellent.
From the state society. So I'll have more information then. But what time is the Friday one? I'd like to be there.
So the January 11th, is that on so there's the one on the 9th that I invited you to, and then there's one on the 11th. So I think that's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think
The one on the 9th is at 6, so
6.
I can easily do that. And the one Wednesday 11th.
That's going to be on the 6th also, at 6 o'clock.
At 6? Yeah, I can do either one of those.
Okay, well, so the one on the 9th, I'm not sure how much you'll get out of that, but the one on the 11th is actually with the volunteer coordinator from RAM. And, what he's going to tell us is what RAM is going to do for recruitment and what we should be doing for recruitment. So the division of labor. So that might be a good one for you to attend. And I can introduce you to him. And, I'm still in learning mode. So, if that would be excellent.
Yeah, that's great. Just give me that invite. Well, and what time is the one on Friday?
There isn't one on Friday. If I said Friday, I'm sorry. So there's
okay.
January 9th and January 11th.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, Monday and Wednesday, both at 6 p.m. So I'll send you both that one. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Yeah, and not much else has been going on with the holidays and everything. So everything's kind of slow. So
okay.
All right.
Great. Ed, you have anything?
No, I just, like I said, everywhere I go, I just keep asking people to go on to and register as a volunteer. Everybody I talk to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. Thanks a lot.
Sure.
Okay. And moving on to item 4, health director's agenda. Raj, I know you had a busy week.
Yes, sir.
A busy couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So good evening, everybody. I just want to update the board first on 137 Pond Street. As I have sent a couple of emails to the board last week. Unfortunately, we have to put a emergency condemnation order on this property. There was just like bad conditions, major being we didn't had no heat, no water, there was sanitary backup with the building structure is very unstable. I mean, we went to the property maybe 3-4 times. Different town departments was involved, building department, police, fire, almost everybody was on it. So we have displaced the occupants, but we got them temporary accommodation at Red Roof Inn in Framingham. We did bring them 6 bags of groceries for time being. That was last Thursday. Tomorrow we are meeting them at the Red Roof Inn probably around noon time with a DMH worker. They had a mental health worker, that was working with them for some time. So we're meeting them tomorrow and figure out, what the next steps are, but unfortunately we have to do it, so. With the childhood vaccine, COVID clinic going up place.
Raj, I'm sorry, just one question. What's the typical, course with this? I don't ever remember us having to do this before. What do you expect?
Dr. Ron, so I have sent a letter to the board, that was issued, along with the condemnation order. So we expect, like, if they can make repairs, to the property, right? Like, if they can get the heat going, water going, right? So if they can repair and make it habitable again, it can be possibility, but looks like a tough situation here, with habiting the property again, given structurally it's not stable. When we was going to the property, four of us were scared that if we go all four at one time, it might collapse. So it's up to an extent, right? The stairs was really bad. The house is kind of sinking. It's not like, some part of it is it's not at the same level, when it was built.
Yeah.
So, but we give them an opportunity, I guess, let us say it's 30 days, to do a good faith effort, if they can repair it.
Okay.
Raj, can I ask a couple quick questions?
Please.
So is one of the people that are at the Red Roof, is that the owner of the property, or is the owner not part of this?
Chief, complicated situation. So it seems, and this is the second-hand information, the property is in parents' name, and one of the occupants, so the son, right, he have informed that both the parents have passed away. We was actively looking for the records, but was not able to find them, in our databases. But he informed on that day that the parents passed away in Greece. So that's why we don't have any records here. The property is not in brothers' names; it's still in parents' names. So two brothers, William Nasius and George Nasius. So there was the occupants.
Okay. And they're both living there, correct?
Right now, so they are in Red Roof Inn. They was
Okay,
living
right,
there,
right.
Yes, that is correct.
And then what about the trailer that's out in the front?
Correct, sir. So I did speak to the occupant on that property also. So we have put our order on that also. He have to remove because there are no basic facilities there. So it was just like a camper. It's not hooked up to sewer or water. I need to. Today was a busy day, but tomorrow probably I'm gonna swing by and check. Like the status of it. The owners, occupants have informed us that he was just living there, against their will also. So that's what was informed to us. And they have told him multiple times to remove the camphor, and he didn't.
Okay.
But yes, to your question, the order is on that camphor as well. So I mean, the whole property is condemned.
Okay.
Raj, what time do you think you might go over there tomorrow? Just asking because I might be working from home tomorrow, and if that's something that I could tag along.
Absolutely, Dr. J. Let me know. I'll work around your schedule. You let me know.
All right, I'll text you then.
No, around noontime we are meeting at the Red Roof in Framingham. That's one meeting. If you want to join that also, if you are available, but to the property itself we can go probably anytime. So.
Okay. Yeah, maybe even both. I'll text you, but that sounds good.
Yeah, if you are available around noon, we can meet with the DMH worker, the official from DMH, tomorrow.
Yep. Okay.
And I'll confirm it in the morning with you.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
Yep.
Any more questions? I know this was a tough one, so but. So the childhood vaccine clinic, doing strong. I did had a conversation with my supervisor today, Jen Ball. We have worked, and we're probably putting more hours, for nursing staff in the upcoming budget, and hopefully they approve it, and we keep this clinic running. Because with current staffing, probably next fiscal year we won't be able to run this. I mean, if the shared services from that side we don't get more support staff. And I guess I updated board last time, right, that Jessica have resigned from the shared services. Now she's working with us only from Ashland side. And about the new body art regulation, Dr. Ron, I have sent you the draft. So whenever you get time, I reviewed like 4 or 5 regulations. Oh, you already did, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
You have any comments for us, or we can share it to the whole board now, if you have anything.
Well, I don't know enough to know what I don't know, so I read it, but why don't I chat with you about it later in the week, and then we can review it again. Okay.
This particular one, as I said, I have read maybe 3-4 of them. This one is from Canton. Yep. They recently adopted in 2022. They took most of it from Quincy. It was vetted by through their legal counsel and all that. Yep. I have their permission, for us to adopt this. And
okay.
I had a couple of questions with them. I had a meeting last week. So looks like good. As for our current needs, this looks good. But so after our discussion, we'll send it to the whole board for review and put it for discussion next week. Like okay. Next meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
With the Doragon provisions, I did my inspection. I guess it was Thursday. I did the inspection. They passed the inspection, and we have issued the permit at this point. We did apply Narcan grant. Thank you, Dr. Ron and Chief, for your support, on the grant. Besides this, I have applied a couple of other grants for the department. One is a FDA grant for food. And there is another one that we are in process of applying. With the Warren Center, they are planning for another satellite kitchen at their location. I guess 2 weeks back we had a meeting with their group. I had a meeting, to go over the plan review. They're gonna submit us the documents, and they'll probably be asking the board a waiver for the external grease trap as well. My last agenda item, restaurant updates. So we have a couple of bad inspections. VFW, we had a bad inspection. We are working with them. Las Cobos again, they had a bad inspection, and they are on 72-hour notice at this point. And I'm open for any questions now.
Raj, can I ask a question in regards to the body art regulations?
Please.
Is it like are they like updated regularly, or it just depends on the situation? Is there like a timeline that maybe every year, or?
I guess, the last update we had was a good amount of years back, but we didn't had any body art practitioner in Ashland. This was, I guess, in August 2022, we got a request, they're doing more and more stuff now, like microblading, permanent tattooing, permanent makeup. So microblading and all that was not included in our last regulation. So that was one reason. So this person who's requesting a new permit is asking, is trying to do microblading, so that was one reason why we have to look and adopt a new one, But yes, things are changing, like if we're gonna have like vendors here in Ashland, then definitely we should be looking at it more frequently, but there was no vendor, as of my knowledge, like from at least a year and a half here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, moving on to the consent agenda. Anybody like to make a motion to? Do we need to do these individually? I forget if everybody was here last time. I never remember that.
I apologize, Rob. I don't have the minutes done just between the holiday and being under the weather. So
okay. So skip the December 20 minutes,
please. And
just vote on the year to date budget. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Laura. Anybody want to make a motion to approve that?
I'd like to move the motion to approve the budget report 2023.
Okay, great. Second.
Second.
Okay, great. All in favor? Aye.
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 Right, looks like that passes unanimously.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. I figured you were in, Barbara. And to discuss the future agenda items, apparently there's a septic variance request and the grease trap waiver for the Warren Conference Center. So that's not ready to go yet, Raj?
So we are waiting on both the items, for 125 Sudbury, we have actually reviewed once, but they were supposed to get it reviewed, not revised, sorry.
Yeah.
And we are waiting on that, but Warren Conference Center should be on the next one, so for the variance,
Okay. So is that newer facility? Is that all set? You or Tom inspected it. It's all ready to go?
No, sir. They are in. They're gonna submit a application for review. They're gonna build this facility. It's a very satellite, small facility that they're gonna be doing. Most of the cooking and all that is gonna be in their main kitchen. This is a small one they are adding.
Okay. And I don't recall really many, things that we have to worry about for the beginning of the year. It seems like it was end of the year. I'm trying to think back to last January, if there are any other things to put on the on any upcoming meetings.
Right. Only other thing, so I guess we have received most of the applications back. The deadline was 31st December.
Okay.
We might have few, at this point that we have not received applications or we are working with them. I'll update the board on that, or if we need to take any action. There is definitely a $50 late fee,
Yeah.
And at this point, it's like, they are without permit, if somebody have not applied, so, but there are few, that we are currently working, I guess, and we'll send the list to the board, we'll update it in a day or so,
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody have anything else to add? No? All right. Could be the quickest meeting we ever had. Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Okay. Second?
I second it.
Okay. Thanks, Bernadette. All right. All in favor?
Second.
Aye. All right. Raj, thank you. All
Thank you,
board
sir.
members, thank you very much. Happy, healthy New Year, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Raj,
Happy New Year to all.
I'll talk to you tomorrow or Thursday about the body art, and Jay, I'll talk to you later in the week as well.
Sounds good, Ron.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey, you'll send out a meeting invite for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
On its way.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Ed.
Bye.
Thanks, Barbara.
Good
Thanks,
night, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Laura.
Night.
Good night.